Hello, my name is Jordan, and I just wanted to show off some of my modded consoles, and I'm gonna start from the oldest to newest. So, first of all, we have the Game Boy Advance SP, and this has the Easy flash card in it with a micro SD card. I'm not sure what the size is, and I'll just show off all the games that are on each one. So once this boots up, you have Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, and Game Boy Color games on here. So I have them separated by letter. So, you can just play whatever game. And I have every game in every language as well. So there's all the Japanese ones and everything. And you can just boot up a game and it works just fine. Advance Wars. Alright. Next up, we have the 3DS XL. And this is running Luma custom firmware on the newest 11.14 update. So I actually mod 3DSs all the time. I've done maybe like 20 already, and it's pretty simple, so I recommend modding that. I got a 256 gig in here, so you'll see I have a ton of games. Yeah, pretty much every game that ever want to play on the 3DS. In addition, I don't currently have an SD card in it right now, but I have a flash cart, and I was using this to play DS games, but that was before this came out, the Twilight menu, and that lets you play DS games from your SD card as well. In addition, there's also GBA games on here, in case I didn't want to play them on the actual GBA. But yeah, and then these all work just fine. So, next up, I did have a PSP, but I sold it and upgraded to the PS Vita. The PS Vita is amazing because you can use a virtual PSP within it using this program called Adrenaline, but you can also, play Vita games and PS1 games and whatnot. So, of course, I got like like a Vita game there. It's hard to do this through the camera. And then you see I have a PlayStation 1 game, Final Fantasy 9, and then more PS1 games in here as well as PSP games. And then, of course, I have all the Vita games. So lastly, we're going to do the Nintendo Switch. So the Nintendo Switch, I have Atmosphere installed, and it should be on the latest version as of 2021, January 1st. And I have a custom Zelda theme. It's the best game on the system. And of course, I have a lot of Switch games on. I also have a 256 gig on here. And then, I have some old games like PlayStation, Nintendo 64, Game Boy Advance, what have you. And what's great is I have RetroArch on here. And with RetroArch, let's wait for this to load up. I'm not sure if I added it to the side here. Okay, I didn't. But okay, well I do have MAME games. And then I also have, let's do this. Oh, I have a lot of ROMs on here from older systems. So I have like Dreamcast, DS, GameCube. These three don't really work very well, but everything below this does. Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, MAME, Nintendo 64, Nintendo, PS1. PS2 doesn't work either. PSP, Sega Genesis, and SNES. And those all run pretty well on the Switch. So these were my handhelds. I'm going to do a part 2 where I show off all the consoles. So I have a PS2, PS3, Xbox 360, Wii U, and I'll show those off and what I have running on those.